It's been a crazy week, and I wish I had asked Andy the question like I was asking Tim when on I think it was Monday. So
What is
I
that?
found some extra stuff, Andy.
What you got?
So you know how we were doing live in surprise, and one of your video you had said that we look for the main keyword, so like live in and live in or the specific city. Like I was explaining, it has good search volume, but it doesn't have good overall score. And you said don't worry about competition, don't worry about the overall score. So, like, say for example, I found that Surprise in a bunch of other cities, the good ones, only 200 and something thousand search, which is still good. But then I found out Phoenix and Scottsdale, they're killers. They're like 3 million, 4 million. So
Yeah.
now I'm thinking like rethinking again, overanalyzing again. Like, should I focus on Scottsdale and Phoenix, even though there are like tons of competition and tons of searches, or should I just stick to Surprise and deal with the seniors and new builds and things like that there, which is only 200,000 search? What do you think?
Well, I think it's going to help you if you focus on the bigger picture as far as searches are concerned, getting your channel found faster. That's probably a good way to look at it, as far as like Phoenix or whatever. But I guess to answer your question again, like we did last week with the fact of where do you want to work? I mean, how far away is Phoenix from you, where you're at?
Not far,
Oh, well, if you want to work in Phoenix, then yeah, by all means, do that.
because there's a bunch of other YouTubes that's like living in or live in Surprise, and then there's huge persons like the original living in Phoenix. So it's like I don't know if I want to deal with the competition or should I.
Competition's a good thing on YouTube. Let me tell you, competition is a real good thing on YouTube because the more people see your videos, YouTube, the way YouTube looks at it is if you and I'll just tell you, you could actually go in and find a successful channel, like say a living in Phoenix, Arizona. And if somebody there has say 30,000 subscribers or 40,000 subscribers, you could literally go in and take every video that they did and copy it. And all you did was do it with your voice and your face, but do the exact same video they did. And what YouTube's going to do is once you could even title it the exact same thing, each video, each video channel, everything. And what YouTube is going to do is their audience, they're going to take your material and put it in front of their audience simply because that's what they're watching. So the competition doesn't matter. The competition on YouTube is actually a good thing. So I wouldn't worry too much with the competition. And plus, the fact is, people are going to buy from you because they're going to call you because they like you. Whoever is doing a living in Phoenix, Arizona channel, they may be, quite frankly, a butthole. And, people, and it comes across. But here you are, this nice guy who's just trying to be informative and tell them what it's like to live there, buy there, vacation there, whatever. And then they may say, "Oh, this guy seems genuine. He's looking in my eyes on the camera, and I feel like I can believe him." So they pick up the phone and call you. So the competition doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter at all. And I'll give you a real good example. You're very familiar with Levi. Levi had a guy working from him. You can look him up. He's got a channel called Living in North Dallas. And the guy is like blowing Levi away. He's surpassing him. And he used to work for him. All he did was copy Levi's channel. That's all he did. He just took
Living in
everything Levi
Dallas.
taught him and copied his channel and did the exact same thing. And then boom. And because people just resonate with him. They really like the guy. Not that
Or
Levi's
maybe,
not likable.
right. We all attract different people. Yeah, I get that now.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think what I have going on is good. Like you were saying, you can do videos, you can do playlists, and I'll do playlists for Phoenix, and then I'll do playlists for Scottsdale inside my channel. But I think I think what I have is going good because Surprise and seniors and the new builds it's booming out there. Phoenix is landlocked, even though there's other stuff coming in. It's pretty landlocked. Scottsdale is pretty huge. So yeah, I think that might be a good thing. I'll do a playlist and create more stuff for that.
Yep, there you go. Absolutely. And you'll never run out of material.
Exactly.
So,
So are we in
Cool.
agreement to go with the one where the audience is the largest and then do playlists for the other two markets?
yep, that's what I
No,
would.
I oh yeah, I was thinking the opposite. So the two major was Phoenix and Scottsdale.
Yeah, I would
And
do
the you would
Phoenix, Arizona living or living in Phoenix, Arizona, living in
it's already
Scottsdale.
taken.
You
It's all
know,
taken. I
doesn't
checked
matter.
it.
Yeah,
It's
doesn't
all
matter.
taken.
Just okay, call yours, say living in Phoenix, Arizona, in parentheses, the best.
The best.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
truthfully, just do the best. I'm the
Yeah.
best. And then just start doing your videos.
And then in your video say, today I'm in or this channel is about Phoenix, Arizona and all the surrounding areas. Like today I'm in Surprise, Arizona. And then you can start getting keywords on Surprise. And then when you've done several videos in Surprise, they can go on a specific playlist, even though you're a Phoenix or a Scottsdale channel. Just capitalize on all that audience, all those eyeballs, and then
Okay.
go where you want it to go.
Okay. So you're saying focus on the higher
Yeah,
I,
the
I would.
search
3
volume
million
city
or whatever you
instead
said.
of creating playlists for that. Yeah. Yeah, it's like 3.4 million for Phoenix. And then Scottsdale was up there too. But those
Yeah.
are only two cities was in the millions. Everybody else was like 200,000 or even worse. Some cities had like no search volume or very little.
Yeah.
And then go into the channels that are that's your competition in those areas that are really doing incredibly well. Find their very best videos with the most views, download it, transcribe it, put it in your words, and reshoot it.
Right. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
And I'll
that's the
tell
route that
you,
I need to go. Okay.
because when we started our channel, there wasn't a lot of searches for Orange Beach, Alabama, Gulf Shores, Alabama. There just wasn't a lot of searches for it. But we named it Living, Orange Beach, Alabama Living, just because it had more searches than anything else. And I will tell you that, we did just what Tim was talking about. So we mainly cover the Orange Beach area, but then we cover other area like Foley, Alabama, Daphne, all the surrounding areas. And then now we're fixing I really feel like we're fixing to get a kick on our channel, and it's fixing to blow up, go through the roof because of Trump renaming the Gulf of America of Mexico to the Gulf of America. I'm saying that in every video, every single video. So, I'm like, and we're right here on the beautiful Gulf of America, and then I'm going to include that in all my titles to my videos and thumbnails and everything else so that I get the boost from it because that's a really big search term right now is Gulf of America. So why not run with it? You know?
Bye. Wi-Fi's kind of weak out here. But yeah, you will attract certain people, that's for sure. And you might
Yeah, no
attract some
doubt.
haters too.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. So I just posted something the other day and just RFK, and one of my childhood friend went in there and just ripped it up. I was just like, I'm not, I'm like, I understand, but this is still the best country in the world. He's just like, I'm gonna leave this place when I retired. I'm like, yeah, that's great.
Okay, see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm
Bye-bye.
just, it's crazy, but cool. What's new going on with you guys? Anything else? I saw that you guys opened up the rest of the bonus, so I'll be digging into that. But everything else is good. So
I
yeah,
got one more that I'm going to put up. Well, I mean, there's going to be several, but I got one more that I'm doing specifically because it had been requested. Tom had kind of noticed, one of our other clients in there had kind of noticed that on my videos, I have custom songs, and he was wondering how we did it. And you were probably on the training with Nick Krim where he taught
yeah,
us, how to do
Suno,
the custom songs.
yeah,
So I'm just going in showing exactly how. to do that, how to create your custom song for free and put
Yep.
it in your videos. Um, so that's going to be one of the next ones that I do. And you can probably tell I have a cold or sinus or something. I don't know what's going on, but I got to wait till this is gone before I can do any kind of videos. So,
Yeah, so yesterday I actually got a great idea. Yesterday I created, I don't know if you know the song, the Miley Cyrus and Buy My Own Flowers.
yeah.
So I kind of spit it off. I'm like, Tisbos, I could sell my own house. So I created it so I could sell my own house with
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus pop
There you
thing.
go.
So uh, I'm gonna edit a little bit more and make it more engaging instead of just a song and just a couple of clips, a couple of pictures. So I'm gonna work on that one. Working on those Tisbos and expireds too. So I got an expired song already. So now I got a Tisbo song, and yeah, we'll start putting it in the channel. It'd be fun,
Yeah,
Yep.
no doubt.
engaging. So yeah, definitely. But you should add the HeyGen in there in your training. I think the HeyGen would be really good. That's one of Nick's thing. And so you don't always have to constantly record. You just punch in the details and your AI, it says everything for you.
Yeah,
So I know I'm work.
I'm not a big proponent on HeyGen for YouTube, and the reason why is because it's to me it's so impersonal.
Mhm.
it's almost because your personality doesn't really come through,
Right.
and that's where we get the majority of our phone calls is with the
Exactly.
personality because people call up and they go, I mean I can't tell you I've had it happen 100 times where people call me up and go, you just seem like somebody I could go sit down and have a beer with, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, great. Yeah, so, and I mean, it just because you just come across that way. Because I had to learn this though, but when you're talking to the camera, you don't want to be robotic in the fact of just telling facts, and stories are what sells, so I just did a video on the Floribama, which is a pretty famous bar here. But I just told 7 facts that you may not know about the Floribama, and I kind of did some digging and found some really odd facts about it. And then one of the things was that there's an elevator in the Floribama, and I mean, it's a bar on the beach with an elevator, and they built it after 2004 when Ivan destroyed the place. But I had a bet with a friend that she told me there was an elevator in it, and I said, I've been going there for years. I'm telling you, there is no elevator in the Floribama. She said, yes, it is. So she sent me a video when she was drunk, and sent me a video and said, okay, I'm getting on the elevator and going to the second floor. And so I saved that video. I've had it for years and years and years. I put that in this video. And I'm like, I said, I got to go back and find that video. She's going to kill me for putting it in there, but I put it in there. So, and it's hilarious because I'm telling the story. I'm like, funny story, that a friend of mine I had a bet with, and she told me there was an elevator in Floribama, and I said, no, there's not. And then I said she did a video, and then it cuts to the video of her, and then it has me going. Of course, I lost the bet, because there is an elevator in Floribama. So it's a service elevator, mind you, but it is an elevator.
Right. Cool.
But it just adds a funny flair to the whole video, and I think it's going to perform really, really well. But we do that a lot. So we'll just throw in about once a month, we'll throw in, a funny or informative video or a video about a restaurant locally or something, or talking about the top 10 places to get bushwhackers or hamburgers or whatever, so that your channel's not so boring. Plus, it teaches people what it's like to live there. And believe it or not, those are some of the biggest videos that we have, and it's some of the ones that make the phone ring the most. I mean, we have a top 10 seafood restaurants here that has 49,000 views on that one video. So,
Evergreen. Huh?
yeah, it's just nuts. And it gets watched. I just looked at it this morning. I was like, dang, this thing's been watched 1,200 times in the last 28 days, you know, and it's 2 years old. It's a 2-year-old video. So, yeah, just evergreen material.
putting stuff in businesses. Yeah, people searching that and they'll find you. So I've been doing that with my Google business profile. So geotagging, going to restaurants, taking pictures, taking videos, and then posting it up there.
Yep.
So
That's one of the videos in the
that's,
bonus material.
yeah, I saw that you put that too. Exactly. It doesn't happen right away, but eventually you know, it'll
Yeah.
multiply and then people start seeing.
Oh,
Um,
I got a email yesterday saying that one of my videos, or excuse me, one of my pictures in the link that I had put on Google Maps had gotten 190,000 views in the last 3 months. I'm like, wow, 190,000 views.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was that a picture of?
It was outside the Florida Yacht Club.
Okay.
It was the water and the sand and all, and it
Yep.
was, but I mean, it's just it was right at sunset, and so it's a really good picture. But I put in there, this is such a cool place with such a great view. Food's fantastic. I mean, blah blah blah. I gave it a 5-star review, and then I put, if you want to learn more about this place, check out our video, and I put a link to our video to the yacht club in there. So, and I mean, and the picture's been, if that picture's been seen 190,000 times, imagine how many people's clicked and watched the video.
the video can
So.
only be 30 seconds, right? Or how long can your video be?
No, I don't. I attach a link to the video so that when
Oh,
they
you
click
attach
the
a
link,
link.
it takes them to the YouTube channel.
It
Yeah.
allows you to give you a link on there.
Hmm.
Okay. Because I know you can't put a phone number. I found out by doing that.
Nope.
So link is okay. Okay. Because I know you could do a video review too. I think it was only 30 seconds vertically.
Yeah, I don't do that. I want them to
Okay.
leave that format and go straight
Go
back to
to
the
YouTube.
YouTube channel.
Gotcha. Okay. Because I created a squeeze page for the product section as well.
Yep, I did too. And I have all my listings on there and everything
Hmm.
else, and including
Nice.
the videos to the listings.
So besides just copying somebody that's doing well, like one of my big things, like, you talk about the doing the negative, like 10 reasons why you don't want to live somewhere. What if like you don't have your own ideas of 10 things, maybe only one or two things, so you're just copying two, three people that already did it that's doing well viral, and you just kind of copy and just change it to your own words instead of
Yeah,
doing your own original research?
you can do that, but I mean, you can do your own original research. I mean, if you live there and you got things that you don't like about it, that's what you need to talk about. I mean,
Yeah.
like with us, we did one that's called "I Hate Orange Beach."
Hmm.
And it basically just tells all the negative things about Orange Beach, which is the number one thing is the traffic here. That's the reason I moved out of Orange Beach. I left Orange Beach because of the traffic. The traffic is absolutely horrible in the summertime. It takes
Mm.
you 2.5 hours to go to the grocery store if it's
Uh,
5 miles down the road. So it's horrific because there's a million people here that are not usually here, in the summer. So, but that's the type of thing people need to know. But then we also take that negative and turn it into a positive, and we say, in there we talk about the traffic and how horrible it is, but then we tell trade secrets that if you go to the grocery store at 6 o'clock in the morning, there ain't nobody there. Then you can get there in 5 minutes, and you can do all your shopping and get back home, and your trip's done in 20 minutes versus 2.5 hours. We also talk about some of the grocery store. I mean, some of the restaurants that, like Big Fish. Big Fish is a really popular restaurant down here, but it's always a 3.5 to 4 hour wait if you go at a certain time of the day. But if you get to Big Fish if they open at 4 o'clock, if you get there at 4:30, then there's nobody there. I mean, you can walk in, eat dinner, get done, be done in 30 minutes, have a really nice dinner, and you're out of there. And then by 6 or 7 o'clock, it's a 3.5 hour wait. It's nuts,
yeah.
so, and they don't take reservations. A lot of people don't know that. So we talk about the negative stuff, but then we tell you how to
I try to
circumvent the negative stuff.
turn it to a positive. How do you do videos that the cost of living in?
What do you mean? How do I do the research for it?
Yeah, how do I get information said the cost of living in the specific city?
Then I'm going to give you a website that is, I put it in the chat, niche.com, and that will tell you um, a lot of information about the city that you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
And then I would honestly ask ChatGPT. I literally ask ChatGPT everything. I use ChatGPT for every single thing I'm doing. I told Tim this story, was it yesterday, Tim? I told you we were talking
Yeah.
about this. I have been sick, and and so I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? I can't figure out what's going on with me. So I went in ChatGPT and I said, today I want you to act as a medical expert, and I want you to specialize in ear, nose, and throat. Here is what is going on with me. And I gave all my symptoms. And I'm like, now tell me what to do. And it spit out everything that I need to do in order to get well. And I'm like, you couldn't get this much information from the doctor. I'm
Yeah.
like, and I'm like, this is freaking amazing. So it told me what to buy, over the counter stuff. And it even asked me, it said, do you want me to recommend over the counter drugs that work just as well as prescription drugs? And I'm like, yes. And so it spit it all out. I was like, this thing is just it's unbelievable. I mean, hey. And if it works, it works. But that's what I do with everything, Toy, to be honest with you, as far as if there's something I'm thinking about that I want to do, like I will just go into ChatGPT and I'll tell it. I'll say, okay, so I have a YouTube channel. I want to start in Phoenix, Arizona. I want to do um, a video telling people the cost of living as compared to just say Los Angeles, California, something like that. If people are relocating from that area and that, then do a cost comparison and then say, detail out the video and tell me exactly what to do. If you were a client of mine, what would you be looking for? What kind of questions would you want answered? Just ask it and it'll tell you. And then once you see something in there, you go, can you elaborate on this? Can you elaborate on this? Tell me more in detail on this. And, act as a professional marketer. And it'll literally do it for you. It'll walk you straight through it. So, I'm trying to learn Go High Level CRM. And I have told it that I said, I want you to treat me as though I'm a 15-year-old who knows nothing about a computer. And I want you to walk me through and teach me exactly how to use Go High Level CRM for real estate, start to finish. And it spit out a 25-page manual. And then, so basically, what I'm doing is going through step by step and going, I want you to break down step number one in detail. And I put treat me like I'm a child. And it goes through and tells you exactly what to do. Click this button here. It draws you diagrams. So it's crazy.
Well, yeah, I love GPT. I use it for everything too.
I mean, literally everything. So what else is going on?
That's the most part. It was been a busy week, so and then I got stuck with that. Um, and I didn't want to make a move and do the wrong thing and have to redo everything. So, and my license is hung in Scottsdale, but I've been geotagging everything in Surprise. So I'm sure my heat map is pretty strong on Surprise, but if it's 3 or 4 million searches as opposed to 200,000, I probably should do that. But there's no new builds, very little new builds in Surprise. I mean, in the Scottsdale. So the buyer pool might be different. So that's why I was kind of like unsure of which route is best.
You
Well,
might consider a pros and cons of pros for living in this city versus these two, and cons for living in this city versus these two, and talk about all three of them in one very long video.
and let me give you another idea too. As far as how far is Surprise from Scottsdale?
50 to 60 minutes.
Okay. So the reason I ask that is because if it were, say, 15, 20 minutes outside of town, you might want to talk about that, because I'm sure this cost of living is less in Surprise than it is in Scottsdale, you would think.
Yes, I would.
So
I
you could
would.
buy a lot more house in Surprise for the same money that you could in Scottsdale, and that's what you need to do is the comparisons. And say, you have a job in Scottsdale, okay, great. But here's why you would want to choose to live in Surprise. Because look at the house you can buy for the same amount of money. You could buy a 1,200 square foot house in Scottsdale, but a 2,500 square foot house in Surprise for the same money. You get what I'm saying.
Right.
So, and those are, videos that you could do to compare one against the other. And then you've still got then you've got a multitude of keywords in there because you've got Scottsdale keywords and then you've got Surprise keywords. And you're still, you're comparing the two, compare the cost of living, compare and then just do a map tour and show where Surprise is in conjunction with Scottsdale. And especially if your license is in Scottsdale, because you're probably a part of that MLS, right?
Yeah, everybody's hung. There's other agents in that same office. It's crazy because it was hard to get the profile. They didn't allow the home. So there's like a bunch of us realtors in the same office in the same location. So, but yeah, I'm thinking that might be best. How does that affect, even though I've been geotagging Surprise a lot, that's not gonna not come up in Scottsdale or people searching me, right? Or how's that local service thing work?
No, I mean, as far as you're talking about your map and all that, you're making yourself a local guide.
Yeah.
Um, you can be a local guide for both areas. I mean, it doesn't matter if you start tagging things in Scottsdale, it's not gonna, it's they're gonna find you in both places.
Okay.
Check out that link I put in the chat.
Okay.
It may, I mean, I'm seeing 4 or 5 videos right there. You could talk about all those attractions, the various entertainment things, the shopping things, the parks, the golf courses, the arts. I don't know if you'd want to do hotels because unless you got personal experience in all of them, but um, there's at
Yes.
least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things you can do.
Oh yeah. Surprise is it's a good city. It's growing and it's expanding. That's why I'm like, well, if it's mostly buyers, I can get a lot of buyers out there because of the new builds and the better interest rate. But Scottsdale has a higher price, higher clientele, higher search volume. Phoenix is higher because it's bigger, but it's a lot of lower price areas too. And they're landlocked, so it's not as much nicer, newer homes in Surprise in Phoenix as opposed to Surprise.
Does your MLS cover Phoenix, Scottsdale, and Surprise?
Oh yeah, it
Okay.
covers all of Maricopa County. Maricopa County is pretty big, so yeah, it covers all of it.
Well, the thing you got to ask yourself there is how far do you want to drive to work? Because if you start doing videos 50, 60 minutes away and people start calling you on that, then you're going to have to start driving 50, 60 minutes away to show property.
I have a new way of structuring my business. I'm not going to show houses anymore. I'm just going to pay EXP agents to show it.
There you go. That's even better. I'm going to tell
Yeah,
you that 75% of my income last year came from referrals.
yeah,
So me referring business out, not people referring business in.
right. So I don't know who I learned it from. It was Freedom Team or the Grow Global, but one of the agent was like, I don't show houses. I don't even go to their house. So I was like, that's a different, unique way of doing things. And so I've been doing that for my buyer's presentation. I'm just like, would you agree anybody can open a door? Well, that's the reason why I don't open doors. Most of my work is once we go into contract, then that's when I work for you. So
Yeah,
I'm applying that into my business, see what happens.
I
Because I
like
don't want
it.
to open doors. Yeah.
I
So
mean, listen, it allows you to spread yourself out a little further than, because that way, I mean, even if you are doing videos, that then let's just say you have to drive into Scottsdale 1 day a week to do 3 videos.
Right.
You know,
That was the plan. Yeah. And
yeah,
not coming back every day, but like 1 day or 2 day a week.
yeah.
Spend like an hour or two and just record everything and preset everything. Yeah.
I think it's a great idea.
So I just feel like I think surprise would give me more buyers, well, a lot more buyers, even though, I mean, 200 something thousand search a month, that's not low. That's not bad. If I get one percentage that of that, that's be amazing.
Well, and here's the thing you have to think about too. You got to figure out a way for them to find you quickly. So with naming your channel Scottsdale and doing your first couple of videos or whatever in the Scottsdale area, since the search volume is higher, then like Tim said, then you have a playlist in there for surprise where you're doing everything in the videos about the surprise area, whether it's restaurants or even new construction, new build, whatever in surprise. Well, they found you through the Scottsdale area, but they've never even thought about surprise. You know, you would and please excuse the pun here, but you would be surprised at the people that would find you in Scottsdale because that's what they're searching for because they're taking a job in Scottsdale, but then they're realizing, well, holy cow, for this much money I can get this much more house and live in Surprise, which is only, an hour drive away, and they would be willing to buy the property and drive into work, especially if they're only working 1 or 2 days in the office a week or something. A lot of people are still teleworking, but I mean, so that's what I would go with is the bigger search volume, as
Okay.
far as what my channel was about. But then I would do the playlist like we have the living in Orange Beach, Orange Beach, Alabama living, but then on the channel we have living in Foley, Alabama, living in Daphne, Alabama, living in Spanish Fort, living in Fairhope, living in Gulf Shores, all within the channel. So they found us doing a search for Orange Beach, but yet, they get to see all that stuff in the outskirts, in the outlying areas.
Okay. Okay. So I think we'll go ahead and do Phoenix because Phoenix is 3.89 million and Scottsdale is 1 point something million. So
Okay.
Phoenix is triple, quadruple it. And it's bigger. And then I'll do the outlay, like you said, the playlist. Okay. So that was always my concern. Like there's just too many people killing it with living in Phoenix. And I don't want to be drowned together with all of them. So, but you're saying it's good. I should do that.
Yeah. Competition's a good thing.
Okay. All right.
And it'll help you get found faster, I think.
Okay. So I'll do my first long video of Phoenix, Scottsdale, and then throw surprise in there, like Tim said. Okay. And then start doing LA playlist. Cool.
There you go.
Sounds good. I like this too, buddy thing because on the related searches, it'll give you YouTube videos that's already made and what Google has it indexed under. So it's pretty neat on the related searches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You can
like that a
also
lot.
find trending, and they'll show you what's trending for that for the last 28 days or something. And yeah, you can see what's actually going viral or whatever. But I don't ever try to do videos to go viral,
Right.
but I want them to be
Eyeballs.
interesting enough to where people search for them and watch them and then pick up the phone and call me. That's what the whole purpose of it is I want them calling
Definitely.
me saying, "Hey, I'm ready to move there," period.
Definitely. So you would definitely suggest I do 10 videos first, have it all done, but don't list it, and then release my first video instead of just like doing one and posting, right?
Yeah, and let me tell you why you want to have several videos ready to go is number one, you want to put the video up there and schedule it out for say at least a week or 2 week, whatever, so that YouTube has a chance to they'll actually start researching that video. They'll start looking for an audience for that video before you ever make it go public. The other reason is because at the end of your first video, you want to be able to say, be sure and check out the next video, blah blah blah. and then you want to have that thumbnail ready to go so you can put it in there or put a link to that video in there so that they can turn around and watch it. So it kind of gives you the series going down. And when I first started, I'll tell you, we almost burned ourselves out because we were trying to do like 3 videos a week, and 3 videos a week will kill you. I mean, it will absolutely kill you. So we've gotten to where now we do 1 video a week, period. No matter the length. If it turns out to be an 8 minute video, it's an 8 minute video. If it's a 58 minute video, it's a 58 minute video. It doesn't matter the length of the video. It's just if you have something interesting to say, if you have something people are looking for. So that's what we had to get our mindset going. And ever since I cut down from going from 3 videos to 1 video, our channel has grown, believe it or not. So it's almost like I was putting too much material out there. I wasn't giving people enough time to find it and to absorb it before another video hits them. So it's, you got to give it enough time to grow. So I'm not telling you not to do more than 1 video. I mean, when you're starting out, you might want to even try dabbling with maybe 2 videos a week if you can do it, if you can swing it. But if you're doing this on your own, then more than 1 video a week is going to be tough. It's going
Yeah,
to be real tough.
it's tough already. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
the whole production crew. But
Yeah.
okay, so I can create one long one for 1 week, and then would I know you don't want to do the shorts and the reels, but would it be okay if I do like a couple reels and shorts throughout the week to keep it engaging?
You can do whatever you want to do. I'm just telling you from experience that I think short videos are bad for your channel. And let me tell you why I say that is because you get a whole different clientele. The long form videos, you're going to get people who are searching for you and who are looking to move to that area. The short form videos, you're going to get the guy who's swiping, who's looking for the funniest cat video. He doesn't really care. And then you have something catchy out there, and then he says, he looks at it for 2 seconds and goes, oh, well, then he subscribes to your channel. Well, now you got a subscriber on your channel
You
who's,
don't watch it.
yeah, who don't watch nothing, and you don't really want him as a subscriber. And the reason you don't want him as a subscriber because he never has any intention of moving he's never going to call you, so that's just getting subscribers just to be getting subscribers, in my opinion. So that's the reason I don't really do shorts. Now, on the flip side of that, we have our training channel, which is our Agents of Freedom, where we put all the training materials. Now, I do shorts on there, and for a whole different reason, because I'm not trying to attract the guy who's going to call me to move here. I'm trying to attract the agent who might see this and they see a short snippet of Tim saying, I have the greatest training video on FISBOs that you'll ever see, blah, 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 blah. And then I want them to click the link and go to the channel and go, oh, wow, look at all this training. And then they're there, so it's just kind of like getting them to there. It's a different clientele. So, and it's hard to explain, but you just don't want realtors have short attention spans. Let's just be honest. I mean, they do. Real estate agents have short attention spans. They want the newest, shiniest penny, and they want the quickest fix right now. That's exactly what they want. Buyers looking to move don't have that. Buyers looking to move to your area want to know everything about it before they move there. They want to watch 900 videos before they ever make a decision. So realtors are not like that. Realtors are quick. They're like, "Ooh, look at this shiny penny. I'll buy that." Or I want to check this out. Or boom, 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 boom. So there they are. So you catch them with the short attention span stuff. Buyers are not. You want them to get on the channel and live there. Because you'll start getting phone calls. You'll have somebody call you a year from now who says, "Toy, I've been watching your channel for over a year, and I love everything you're doing. And I finally decided that I want to make a move to Surprise, Arizona, and you're my guy." and here's where I want to move. They've been watching your videos and they know exactly where they want to move to. That's what you're going to get. With the other channel, the reason we put shorts on it is because we want to catch the guy who's coming through there with the short attention span who just says, "Ooh, what is this?" And boom, there you go. So it's a totally different mindset. And that's the reason, I didn't want you to think I was being contradictory because we do have shorts on our training channel, but I don't have shorts on my real estate channel. And that's the reason why.
Gotcha. Makes sense. A lot of moving to Phoenix, living in Phoenix, Phoenix AZ Live. Everything's taken. It's
Don't look at
taken.
that as taken. Look at that as those are popular, and I need to use those too.
So I gotta find a different domain. That's what I need to search for. So Phoenix AZ is the key. Okay, 3.89 million. All righty. So I'll focus in Phoenix and do sub channels out
You could
or
find
stuff.
the most popular channel in Phoenix and use the same name.
Yeah.
But it will be a different domain. It can't be the same domain.
What do you mean? Yeah, you can. You can name your channel the exact same thing as somebody else's. It doesn't matter. Not on YouTube, it don't matter. It matters
But
on websites.
right, don't you want your website to be the same thing as your YouTube channel?
Well, you could just change your website up
Don't
just
have
a
to.
tiny bit. But I'm gonna tell you what I
Well,
would do. Let
You're
me see if
thinking you're
there's.
thinking brand again.
Yeah.
yes, I think I
Forget
am.
brand when it comes to YouTube.
Okay,
You're going to draw people to you.
gotcha. So
It
you're
needs to
saying,
stand alone on its own island. You can put your branding in the channel, but don't think everything has to have the same name.
so I can still say living in Phoenix and then create a domain that's somewhat similar to that. So when the people click it, it's still relevant to that, right?
Okay,
Yep.
so you listen, I just looked this up. So you're living in Phoenix, Arizona, and it says the original. Well, you
Yeah,
know who
that's that
actually
chick.
started that?
Um, what was it, Levi, or what is his name? The other guy?
The guy Levi learned from. It's the guy who has the Houston, Texas channel, the original Houston, Texas. Every
Yeah,
one of his
yeah, the
channels are
original.
called the original.
Yeah.
So here's what I would do is I would name my channel Living in Phoenix, Arizona, and then I would have in parentheses the best. That's exactly what I would do. I'm telling you 100%. I would say
Okay.
living in Phoenix, Arizona, the best.
Living in Phoenix AC, the best. Okay.
Yep. And then run with it. And I'm telling you, and I would come in here and copy everyone. I'd copy their tags. I would copy everything. They got
Okay.
9,530 subscribers. I would go in here and
Yeah.
just copy this channel. I'd make my banner the same colors.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw her. I was like, damn, she's killing it.
Yeah. I would. And she's with EXP too. So,
Yes. Yep.
but I'm telling you, I would absolutely. But she got that channel from him because he started this channel. And then he basically, I think he sold it to her. I bet you.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. All right, we'll run with that, Andy.
Yep, that's
See
what I would
what
do. And you're
goes.
gonna get searches out of it. People are gonna find you mistakenly. They're gonna find you looking for her.
Hey, I like that. I
And then they're
wouldn't
gonna
mind.
go, oh wait, well, hold on. And then they're gonna start watching your videos and go, this is not who I was looking for, but hey, this
This
guy's
is good
great.
too,
Yeah.
right? Cool. Okay. I'll work on that this week. I'll have more for you guys next week.
Okay. We'll be here.
Cool. Awesome. Well, that's all I really needed. I don't want to have to keep you longer than you need to, but is there anything else you guys want to discuss or teach me or share with me or anything?
I don't really have a whole lot for this week. Do you, Tim?
Nope.
No, that was good. That was good. Okay. We'll have more for you guys next week.
Awesome.
Look
We'll be
forward
here.
to it.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Same bad channel. Love it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys, and we're gonna get to work, and we'll put that living in Phoenix easy the best. I think I like that. It has a ring to it.
There you go. All right,
All
buddy.
right, thanks, guys. I appreciate
All
you.
right.
All
See you,
right, bye.
Toy. Thank you.